Okay guys, here we are on the Lawn Devil. Lawn Devil, indeed. Why will not this not focus? Come on, focus! Anyway, still don't know what kind of engine this is. I think it's a Kohler. Could be a Honda knockoff, I'm not sure. Upon first inspection though, right now I got the throttle on choke, and you can see it's on choke. See if I can reach it at the same time. And then when I put the release, it doesn't go off. Well, this pushes it on. You know, this little, where's my finger? This little guy here pushes this and turns the choke on, and then when you release it, it's supposed to release. Well, you can tell right here it's rubbing on this piece of metal, so I'll have to play around with that. Right now I think what we're gonna do is sorry for my shaky camera work. I know it's horrible. I am an amateur. So we're going to drain some of the gas here. I'm going to pause you, put you in the holder. Okay, I'm going to attempt to drain some of the gas out here. So I usually use this for draining oil, so the oil goes into the pan. This time I'm going to use it for gas. So first hand looks pretty yellow. I think this tank is full too, so this could take a while. Yeah, this is not looking good. Smells old, looks old. See if I can get you over here while I'm doing this. That is yellow. Woo. I have to see once it's done if there's any water in it. I'm sure there is. I suppose whoever had this, you know, did the old adage, well, fill the tank and leave it over the winter, right? Well, can't do that anymore with this ethanol gas. And, you know, that's, I know some states can't get non-ethanol, which I think is a crime. Should be able to have the choice, because I don't like this ethanol crap. And if the guys around here heard me talking like this, they'd probably come to my house with torches and pitchforks. Because I am an ethanol country. Fortunately, here we can get non-ethanol gas, which I always run in my small engines. The cars, you know, that's one thing. You're driving them every day, they're made for it, you know, whatever. That's fine, but small engines shouldn't have ethanol. Well, I think we're pretty much done here. Look at how yellow that is. That is bad. And I know this this container I put it in isn't that clean, but it wasn't this dirty. There's a lot of stuff floating around in the bottom here. And I can see a lot of water in there too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the problem. So I'm going to set this aside. Alright guys, Let's see. Back. Oh, came out of the holder. Hang on. Okay. Now we're going to, I'm going to take the bowl off here. Oh, crap. Should have thought about that. There we go. I think the stuff coming out of the carburetor smells worse than the stuff that came out of the tank. Whew. It is ripe. Too bad there wasn't smell-o-vision. Yeah. You guys see that? It's not focusing, of course. Bottom of that bolt is really dirty. Oh, geez. Well, that's surprising. That. Well, there's your problem. Oh, I suppose the whole carb's going to have to come off now. I mean, this has definitely been sitting more than 1 year. It's almost like they ran it the first year. 'Cause, I mean, there's virtually no dirt, grass, anything anywhere. It's like they ran it the first, because it's a 2013, I think the manufacturer date says somewhere on here. I think it's back here. 2013. So it's, 4 years old. Looks like they ran it the first year and stored it with the tank full, and it's been sitting that way ever since, I'll bet. So, and I can tell float doesn't seem like it's moving very well. Still have gas all over in here. Oh, I'm telling you, the inside of that carburetor is rank. It is stinking up my whole garage. And then remember, we have this deal here too. I'm gonna try and straighten. I don't know how the heck I'm gonna do that. I mean, I'll figure it out. I'll try and figure out how to get this from not hitting this metal. Alright. It looks like this just pulls out, and that little spring, I'm going to use my needle nose, little spring just comes out like that. This should, there we go. Okay, this might be easier to straighten without this thing in there. This kind of reminds me of how Briggs does some of their engines. I don't think this is a Briggs engine. If it is, it's not like any I've ever seen. Anyway, whew. That's bad, huh? So, I don't know, a lot of times I find when they're like this, there's well, let's see if it has it. It doesn't even want to come out. Okay, this has a rubber tip on the needle. Sometimes those swell up, or sometimes there's a rubber piece down here, and they tend to swell up when you're in gaskets like this. And right off the bat, let's see. It's not going to focus. Anyway, little rubber end on here. Doesn't seem too bad. There's a spring. If you can see that. Probably not, because it won't focus. There's a little spring right down here. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you guys with the details of cleaning this, so I'm sure you've seen carburetors cleaned probably 1,000 times, so I'm going to pause you. See you in a minute. Alright guys, I got it cleaned and put back on, which, I'll be honest, that was no easy task. So I took a lot of scrubbing. Okay, I got to put the gas line back on. This goofy thing here was just kind of wrapped around and kind of just held the gas line tight. And I think I got the choke working right. I just bent this around till it worked. So it seems to release now. So try and get this back on. Okay, dump some gas in it. And like I said, sometimes those rubber stoppers on those needles and seat, they swell up with that old crappy gas, and then they don't seal right. So we're going to dump some gas in here and see if it leaks or not. Hang on. Okay. Like I said, I always run non-ethanol gas. I feel bad for you guys that can't get it. You know, it's got to be tough living without it. Okay, I'm just gonna watch it here for a couple seconds and see. I just put the nuts back on here because I want to make sure everything's working okay, you know, without the air filter housing and all that. So we're gonna run it like this first, then I'll put it back together if it's all working good. So, you know, sometimes you never know, I might have to get a different carburetor or something. I don't know how this one's going to work out. So far, looks like the seat's working, I think, needle and seat. So I'm going to pause you and we'll get outside and try it. Alright guys, let's see how she works, huh? Well, guys, as you heard, it runs, but well, let's put it this way. I've heard them run better. So, I don't know, it might involve more cleaning of the carb, or that one's junk or whatever, but at least I got it running. That's more than it did before. Well, we still have to work on it, but I'll tell you what, these, I don't know what is going on with these things. They're so confusing. Like one's hooked into the other. This cable's popped out. See, this is the one that for the shut off, or the kill when you release it, but it doesn't even. This thing really is a devil. I guess that's going to involve some looking into. So anyway, guys, I've got that mess to go through, and I'll go through the carburetor one more time, and if it doesn't pan out, I'll have to try to find one. So it'd be nice to know what kind of engine this is. And that, as I just found out, it blew all this grass out here. That is a grass chute. That thing that was cable tied onto here was not for this mower. So anyway, in looking at it, it's, I mean, cable's pinched. I don't know what. I don't know. In my opinion, it's kind of a piece of junk, but we'll see if we can't get it going and figure out these things. One's supposed to control a self-propel, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.